Welcome to beautiful Newberg and Dundee, sitting here in the Willamette Valley. Not only is it known for its great Pinot Noir, but these are two beautiful small towns just outside of Portland that have more to offer. They have great schools, they have great little shops and restaurants downtown. This is a real comfortable feel for those people who want to live a little bit outside of downtown, feel more relaxed in a country type feel. So come along with us today and let's explore those two cities. Well, Newberg was just getting populated and becoming one of Yamhill County's best farmlands. Quietly up in the hills in Dundee, they were starting to grow grapes. We have not had vineyards here forever. Before this, we had cherries, we had plums, we had sheep farmers and that nuts of the like. And then all of a sudden, David Lett decided to start growing some grapes up in the Dundee Hills. And that's what put Oregon on the map, the start of that. What makes Oregon earth so good for growing grapes? It's the red clay, the volcanic ash that had come down many years ago, turned into the red dirt, kind of like if you've ever been to Hawaii, that's where we get the best pineapples. That soil, so rich in minerals, so good at draining, has become one of the best places in the United States to grow grapes, to have vineyards, and again, to put Oregon on the map for its best vineyards and its best wines. So we're here in downtown Newberg right now. It's filled with nice little shops, little antique stores, some great restaurants, some wine tasting rooms, of course, all the way up and down through here. It's not that big, but what has brought a lot to Newberg is the tourists, and that's why you see a lot of these better shops and some nicer restaurants. I know most of the friends that I have visit, or anybody else who comes here to visit, always wants to do a wine tour. There's so many great tasting wine rooms around here. But again, Newberg has thrived off of that. Established in the 1800s, mostly into farmland, it still stays nice and quaint and small. You get that real comfortable feel where everybody knows everybody else, but it has brought a lot of businesses in. And with that, it has brought in some people from further up north, just trying to get out of the city and enjoy some peaceful life here in Newberg. With 27,000 populations, there's not that much to purchase here. Currently though, we do have 111 homes on the market. That ranges anywhere from $223,000 for a condo all the way up to $5.1 million. Again, this is for a larger 5,000 square foot home with a 41-acre vineyard on it. They do have some new construction. A lot of people from Portland, a lot of people from Beaverton and this side have moved out to Newberg, so you're gonna have a little bit more new construction. We've had 200 homes just in the last year being built. It's not a lot of the type of homes that a lot of people here want to see, but it brings in the businesses, it brings in the support that they need, and it brings additional taxes that's going to help out the schools. Dundee is a much smaller town. The population is right around 3,000. Where we do have 21 homes for sale, that's mostly what you're going to find. Some older homes, historic. You're going to find a lot of wineries and farms around here too. Now, if you're worried about buying a vineyard and you don't want to become a winery, that's okay. There's a lot of people out here who will take and rent that space from you and maintain it, but at least you can wake up to that beautiful view every morning. So if you're ever visiting Newberg or if you've lived here and have never been here, this is the Hoover-Minthorn Museum house. So Herbert Hoover, yes, the President of the United States, lived here after he was orphaned at around age 9 years old. He moved in with his aunt and his uncle in this house. It is one of the only presidential historic sites in the Northwest. Now, Hoover went to Pacific Friends Academy, which is now George Fox University, that we'll visit later on, but also his aunt used to take and make pear butter out of one of the oldest pear trees. And he had tried so much of it one time when he first moved here that he even got sick on it. So again, if you're here in Newberg, this is definitely one of the historic sites that you want to see, along with the park that's across the street. Beautiful Newberg and beautiful history here. So it's not just about the wineries, the vineyards, and the tasting rooms. It's also about George Fox University. This is home to over 4,000 students that come here, mostly for the undergrad programs in nursing and in engineering. So that helps bring Newberg onto the map for one of the more desirable neighborhoods to live in. Another thing that students love is the great field that we have here at George Fox. In fact, it is attracting to some of the top tier and developing NCAA Division III athletes. And you can see why with all the tools and all the field that they have here. It's again, one of the best ones that we have around the Portland metro area, and which attracts a lot of people. A lot of my clients do move down here specifically for their students who are going to school. So if you have a student going to George Fox or thinking about coming to George Fox, Newberg is definitely a place that you may want to consider moving to. So trying to figure out which town is right for you, there's really no need to decide. You've got the smaller town of Dundee, which is so close to Newberg. They're almost one town in itself. The nice schools, shops, the family feel that you feel downtown. Or if you want to just wake up to the view of nothing but the valley and the vineyards and the nut farms, then that's a choice for you over in Dundee. If you enjoy hearing about some of the Portland neighborhoods and want to see more, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, because we try to hit a new one each time. And if you have any suggestions, please drop those in the comments below.